Hi everyone, a couple projects going in the garage here. Thought I'd give you a quick update, show you what's going on, especially with the tractor. That's a pretty interesting project. Always fun to see what's going on with the old John Deere 750. So it's winter time. I brought it home, put it in the garage. A couple things going on. First, my front portal axles, both sides, have been leaking oil quite badly since I got it. So I tore into it and won't do an instructional video on it just because I didn't really know what I was doing, but through trial and error with my brother's help, we dropped this bottom, I don't know what you call that, pumpkin hub off. There was a big old seal in there that we were able to pull the old seal out. It was just worn out, leaking. So pulled that seal off, put the new seal on, and did that to both sides. And so now it has not leaked a drop of oil since it's been sitting here. That's 2-3 weeks ago that we did that, maybe 2 weeks ago. So got that taken care of. New exhaust. The old exhaust had bent off. I backed under a tree and bent it over. Here's the old one, bent right off. Now, could have just replaced the top tube, except that's JB weld all around there also, because that was rusted through and blowing out soot and smoke from around there too. So I figured it's time for a complete replacement. Was not able to find an aftermarket exhaust that I liked. I like the look of the original. This one's used. Painted that up with some heat resistant paint, and that's ready to go. Now, project number 3 on this tractor is some electrical issues. So it hasn't been charging for some time, and so I just replaced the alternator, and that didn't do it. That didn't solve the problem. I think the problem is my voltage regulator. So I got a new one of those coming. Hopefully that will solve the problem. When that comes in the mail, swap that out. Then hopefully my battery will be taking a charge. As far as the headlights, I did find this connection right here. Must have got pinched in the hood or something, and the plastic connector was broken and some of the metal connectors underneath were exposed. So I don't know if that's the reason my headlights were flashing when the engine was running. Could be, right? Shorting out. So put some heat shrink tape around that and secured that. So and then tightened up the wire, took the slack out of it, pulled it up, put a zip tie on it. This metal plate goes right here, and I've not been able to find a replacement for it, and I just never wanted to put it back on there with all that rust in it, and so it's just been riding around open like that for 2 years. Well, I thought I might try and patch it up, but there's not much to patch to. It's pretty rough shape. So I took a piece of steel and I made one. And I've never done anything like this before, but by golly, I think that might work. It's pretty darn close to that old one. And look at that. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. And how did I do this? Well, I traced that out on a piece of, I don't know, whatever gauge steel this is. Stuck this hammer in the clamp, and then moving this back and forth, hammered it with this one. So by pounding on it back and forth repeatedly, right? With it in between those two surfaces, I was able to shape it just enough that it will mimic that rusted piece. Okay, new voltage regulator came, old voltage regulator off. So let's fire it up and see first if my charging light turns off, because that's been on for months. And then we'll throw a multimeter on the battery and see if I'm getting more than 12.4 volts, which is what it reads right now with the tractor off. Charging problem solved. Wow. Now back down. Well, it's down. It was 12.4 before, so there we go. Settling back down. All right. Good. That was really exciting. I've been struggling with that for a little while, troubleshooting, and just the voltage regulator. Very good news. Okay, all buttoned up, ready to go. Got that panel back in. Looks really nice, actually. That one that I made. Topped off the air in the tires. It's all back together, and tomorrow morning I will take it back out to the farm.